started from Blackrock, Kingston and Dalkey, Clonskeagh, Rathgar and Timernor.
Their trams slowed, shunted, changed trolleys, started for Blackrock, Kingstown and Dalkey.
Yeah.
She's pronouncing some of them wrong. They're all places around Dublin. Rathmines is actually Rathmines, and it's but it's like poetry rather than prose.
It was very interesting. It's a lot of places that I'm very familiar with. Because those places are all quite close together. They're all in the south of Dublin, well, the middle of Dublin. Wearer of the Crown sounds like it's talking about the mail and I guess it might be referring to some kind of British thing. I didn't look at that very closely. He's just very familiar with all those places, and they're coming to his mind of all the places where that bustling activity goes on.
Okay, I wish I remember the names of these. What parallel courses did Bloom and Stephen follow returning? Starting united both at normal walking pace from Beresford Place, they followed in the order named Lower and Middle Gardiner Streets and Mountjoy Square, west. Then, at reduced pace, each bearing left, Gardiner's Place by an inadvertence as far as the far.
Composed in the grade of a prior of cross-laid reinstated sticks and various coloured papers of irregular polygons, of best Abraham coal, 21 shillings a ton, from the yard of Messrs. Flower and MacDonald of 14 Delir Street, kindled at 3 projecting points of paper. This is embarrassing.
This is why I hate Joyce. He just puts in a bunch of damn words.
At the house steps of the fourth of the equidifferent uneven numbers, number 7, Eclay Street, he inserted his hand mechanically into the back pocket of his trousers to obtain his latchkey. Was it there? It was in this corresponding pocket of the trousers which he had worn on the day but one preceding. By his body's known weight of 11 stone and 4 pounds, in avoirdupois measure, as certified by the graduated machine of periodical self-weighing in the premises of Francis Frodman, pharmaceutical chemist of 19 Frederick Street, North, on the last feast of the Ascension, to wit, the 12th day of May of the bisextile year 1904 of the Christian era, Jewish era 5664, Mohammedan era 1322, golden number 3, epact 13, solar cycle 9, dominical number CB.
Okay, so what do you make of that?
Yeah, it reminded me why I didn't read it the first time.
Sounds like gibberish.
Kind of. I mean, it's interesting how he places questions here and there, in between actions, but a lot of it seems excessive detail.
Dublin, he's kind of categorizing his thoughts into the metropolitan area, the mail coming from Britain, and then the press gentlemen, all the office people there and their busy activity.
Is over descriptive.
This is why I hate modernists, because they put so much of their damn annoying words in, and it trips you up. And I'm not trying.
It makes you feel dumb at first just because they throw a giant ass puzzle at you.
It's almost like he's questioning the reader so you can kind of go off on a very detailed explanation of a very simple act. Yeah, like all of these, the streets, definitely all of them still exist. You know, like I was on Delir Street last night getting the bus.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like a very main part of town. It's like right in the center. And then yeah, I don't know. I think definitely for us, like we have like a big association with like lighting a fire at home. You know, like there's a fire on in the living room right now, and I don't know, maybe.
But unless you actually knew the geography, you wouldn't have a clue what he was talking about there.
But the geography is correct, though.
I think he's bringing you the atmosphere of Dublin. He's writing his thoughts and the entire atmosphere of the city on paper. Mm-hmm. All the different bustling activity that goes on constantly in Dublin. And there are many people I have seen, men, walkers in Dublin who walk up and down dressed in strange looking clothing, and they just walk, and you can imagine they all have a great story to tell. Mm-hmm. So it's very easy to picture James Joyce for me, because I've seen similar type of characters walking up and down the streets of actually Black Rock, where he's talking about Dalkey, all those places, and driving in a car with my parents, they'd often comment on some of these walkers. Oh, there's your man walking along there. Because it was not uncommon for certain people to be walking, and certain eccentric type of people to be walking along the roads, as a lot of people do in Ireland. Walking is something that's done very much. A lot of time people won't get a car because they like the exercise, or they'll drive a car to the train station because they don't want to have to park inside it.
And then like coal is like, you have to get smokeless coal now, because the coal they were using that back then was like really bad for the environment, and like, but obviously no one knew that, and it was like polluting everything. And yeah, I don't know, definitely like paints like a picture that we kind of already had in our head of like an old Dublin, with like big billowing clouds of like really horrible coal smoke.
A different era is because you're talking about horse-drawn trams there. Now they have the Lewis, which is an urban transport system that is a tramway, but it's electric, obviously. And they only put that back in again in recent years.
For me, only because it's a long time since I left Ireland. That's why. So when you do hear somebody reaming off all those name places, it's a bit like you in Scotland. I think for Irish people who have left home, there's a certain attraction in it, because it is quite nice to hear about all the places.
So yeah, it is. It's all very like relative to Irish life, and then like I think it's just a bit easier for us to imagine, but.
No, because that was one thing, I get where you're heading for. That was one thing that I noticed in here, because I know he actually, he lived in Dublin. As far as his directions go and everything, there's clearly this level of meticulous detail that he has in it. As annoying as Joyce is, I mean, that is something you definitely see in the modernist text anyways, the fact that...
Not necessarily. I mean, like, the section that I read, like, the numbers, the solar cycle 9, the Minnesota DB. I don't know what that means. But I don't know if that's like a cultural thing, or the skill. I don't see background would be a hindrance.